for us today, the webinar for the students who would like to take their university admissions via UniEd.Ventures in UAE and also from the Gulf region. So it is my honor to participate in the webinar today with you and with all your participants as well. So my name is Shazna Nias and I'm the Regional International Manager for the Regional Office of University of Debrecen located in UAE. But we do mainly work with the recruitment process for the whole UAE and MENA region. So if you have any questions today after the webinar as well, you can directly reach out to Ms. Seena, our valuable partner, I would say most trusted partner so far with us. We are so glad to tell that in this session as well. And in order to start with, today she has given me the opportunity to start the session with the University of Debrecen process, which I am more than happy to introduce to you, and also the whole process regarding the admission and the important information which you should know about the university. Yes, Seena, so we can start with the slide. If you
Sure.
would give me the slide for Debrecen, yeah.
Yeah, sure, Shazna. Also, just to let everyone know that we are UniEd.Ventures. We are global consultants in the UAE, and we do take care of GCC regions as well. And we specialize in medicine admissions, medicine and dentistry. And we help you navigate throughout your path, right from your application, documentation, any kind of assistance with the entrance exams for the universities, because medicine, unlike other programs, need kind of an hand-holding and a streamlined approach wherein you have to prepare for the university entrance examinations. So any kind of test prep services like IELTS, GMAT, GRE, TOEFL as well, we do help because we do help with the UK and Europe medicine as well. So just in case you wish to have a consultation with us or you wish to know more about the process, please do let us know. We will definitely be more than happy to help you. What makes UniEd.Ventures special is creating a personalized touch with our students, wherein our students feel that we are there to help them at any point of time, because it is sometimes very overwhelming for students navigating through their academics and also through their medical school journey. So what we do our best is stay in touch with them and help them throughout their process and make a connect with them so that it makes them feel more easier and supported through their journey. So now I'll hand over again to Shazna. Sorry, Shazna, for taking those 2 minutes. Now I'll go to the directly to the presentation for University of Debrecen. And like we just mentioned, Ms. Shazna from university has taken out some time today to give you some highlight about Debrecen and its medical program. Shazna, over to you.
Thank you, Seena. Yes, so in order to start with the University of Debrecen, first of all, let me tell you, if you are looking for a program to study in Europe, there are only a few countries first I would recommend to you in order to start the medicine program, where Hungary plays a major role in the Europe region. So, University of Debrecen being a part in Hungary, which means a Schengen zone, which means a Schengen country, it allows the students lots of opportunities throughout in Europe. So in order to start University of Debrecen studies with your career or maybe just to start the basic studies, including the foundation, it would be the major pathway for you even to end up in either UK or US or many other countries in the world. Having said that, let me start with the University of Debrecen introduction. So, University of Debrecen is the largest public university in Hungary as of now. It was founded in 1538 as a reformed college, but later on converted into University of Debrecen in 1912. Since then, the medical program plays a major role in the university studies, which means our medical degree program is more than 1 century old. Having said that, the medical degree program itself plays a major role, but also we have programs like dentistry, pharmacy. Apart from that, the other health sciences programs such as physiotherapy, nursing, public health, and etc. So I believe this webinar is mostly for the students who are trying to start their studies in Europe after high school. I hope it is that. So, having said that, the medicine program, why should a student choose the University of Debrecen's medicine program over other programs in Hungary or in other countries in Europe? Okay. So the medicine program of University of Debrecen is a 6 years program. So the breakdown of the program is the first 2 years. First, the student will have the theoretical studies, and starting from the third year to the fifth year, the theories plus practical studies will be there. Now, the practical studies, in the sense, you might wonder, what do I tell? What I explain to you here is regarding the university's practical studies is in the own hospital, which we have as the teaching hospital of University of Debrecen, and it is the largest hospital in Hungary as well. Annually, 3 million cases are reported from the teaching hospital of University of Debrecen, year in which the students will actually practice with real-time patients. And again, you might wonder, if the students are practicing in the University of Debrecen's hospital, do the patients know English language in order to communicate with the student? In order to solve this thing, the university itself has its own Hungarian crash course, which provides the student the required knowledge to talk to the patients while they practice with them, which means the basic Hungarian medical terms will be taught to the student within the university without an extra cost. So the 16,900 US dollars, which is the tuition fee which you are paying to the university, includes all these things, and there are no extra cost apart from this 16,900 US dollars. But if you are looking for the dentistry program, the dentistry program's annual tuition fee is 17,500 US dollars, which is a bit more expensive than the medicine program. And let me tell you why. So for the dentistry program, usually in the European universities, they charge for the dentistry program separate and for the equipment separate. But in University of Debrecen, these two charges are not distinguished. Instead, they have given the fee together as 17,500, because after this amount, they will not charge anything extra from the student. And the dentistry program is a 5-year program. Apart from this, we do have physiotherapy, nursing, which are 4 years programs. And for the physiotherapy degrees, it is also a very important degree program in Hungary, in University of Debrecen, and there are annually many students going from the UAE region as well. And apart from that, the nursing faculty is, the campus is actually based in the city of Nicosia, not in the city of Debrecen, but it is also a very good program, which is a popular program in Hungary as well. So when it comes to the entry requirement of the university, usually completion of grade 12 is mandatory, which means 12 years of education is mandatory, not only in the University of Debrecen but also in all the Hungarian universities, because it is actually Hungarian ministry's requirement. So if you have students who are just in grade 11 and they are trying to do a foundation degree program through some other institute, maybe a pathway program, so it is a very common question which we get: are these foundation programs accepted by the university? It is actually not, because it is not the university's requirement, it is the Hungarian ministry's requirement that the student must complete 12 years of education in high school. Until and unless a student submits a proper high school degree certificate with the transcript, the university does not accept such a student. So the high school degree can be of any curriculum. I believe I can explain to you in the next slide. But apart from this high school completion, a student is mandatory to take the entrance exam of the university. Our university's own entrance exam, unlike usually the IMAT or other European exams are there. These are not applicable for University of Debrecen, because for university we have our own entrance exam, in which biology is a compulsory subject and the student can choose one subject out of chemistry or physics. And it is not mandatory that the student should come from a medical or health sciences or sciences subject background. Even if the student come from a humanities background, they can still apply if they have more than 80% score. But the entrance exam is mandatory to be taken in biology and also one subject out of chemistry or physics. If they can pass the exam, they are still welcome to start the medical program in the University of Debrecen. Now, in the entrance exam, there are two parts, like written exam and oral interview. For the student based in UAE, they have to take the exam in person. In Dubai, we have exam centers, which we will announce when it is closer to the exam dates. in January and April. We have two exams, main exams conducted each year, one in January and one in April. And if still the seats remain, there is one more exam in June as well. So the entrance exam, in the interview part, it is not just a normal interview. Apart from the written part, the oral interview also will be always focused on academic based questions, motivation based question, and also we check for the English knowledge of the student. The reason is we don't request any type of English qualification like IELTS, TOEFL, Duolingo, PTE. These are not required by our university. Hence, in the interview, the professors will check for the English knowledge of the student as well. Seena, we can move to the second slide. Thank you. Okay, so when it comes to the entrance exam, I told that for the UAE-based students, the entrance exam is in person. But if the student is based out from UAE, anywhere else, the exam is conducted online. So online exam dates are a bit different than the in-person exam, because in-person exam, all the written parts and also the oral part is conducted in the same day. But if it is the online exam, there are 2 dates given to the student, 2 consecutive dates. First day will be for the written part, second day will be for the oral exam. And also the student would come to know about the results and they will receive their letter of acceptance, which means the offer letter, if they do in-person exam on the same day, if they do online exam within 48 hours. So apart from taking the entrance exam, first of all, the student should focus on submitting the application. So in order to start your application, you can reach out to UniEd.Ventures to Seena. She will start the process for you. So she will provide you one application form which you will have to fill and submit. And with that application form, you will also have to make the application fee charges of $150 plus $350 as the entrance procedure charges. So total $500 you have to pay in order to start the process. And as most of the students might be from UAE and MENA region here in this webinar today, I will also tell you the curriculums accepted. So almost all the curriculums are accepted, whichever in the MENA region, let's say the British curriculum, you have to have 5 IGCSE O-level subject plus minimum 2 A-level subjects in science background. So science subjects mean it is biology, chemistry, physics, and also mathematics. If you have 2 subjects out of these 4, then you are good to go. Apart from that, the American diploma. So we have American schools, many American schools, and including IB. IB diploma is also accepted, but IB CP is not accepted. IB certificate program, International Bachelorate Certificate program is not accepted. Only the International Bachelorate Diploma program is accepted. Apart from that, the Indian curriculum, CBSE, ICSE, or Pakistani board, French Bachelorate, let's say the local UAE local ministry curriculum, or any other GCC country ministry curriculums, and rest of all the curriculums, including SABIS. And if I have forgotten to mention any curriculum, everything is accepted if the student has completed the 12 years of education. And a little more about our medical degree program, I would like to say most of the parents have the confusion that if the medical degree program of the University of Debrecen will be accredited worldwide, can our daughter or son practice anywhere after the degree program? The answer is yes. Let me tell you why. Because if a medical degree program is coming under WFME, which is the World Federation of Medical Education, if the medical degree program is coming under this, then it is a worldwide accredited program. And also our medical degree program is recognized and accredited under WHO, GMC, and also in USA, Medical Board of California, New York Medical Council, and Pakistan Medical Board, India, New York, Israel, Iran, Norway, anywhere it's mentioned, it is accredited. And also the students who would like to progress to UK after completing the medical degree program of Debrecen, the PLAB test is not required. They can directly practice as a doctor without any additional placement test in UK. If the student is looking to migrate to USA, the USMLE exam support is also provided by the university. Apart from that, if the student is willing to come back to UAE or Gulf countries, the process is that After the completion of medical degree program, they have to take the licensing exam in the Hungary. In Hungary, after that, they have to have 2 years residential practice before they come and start working in UAE or Gulf countries. This is the process. Rather than that, if they are going back to their home countries or any other countries, they have to look into that country specific requirement. For example, if it is in India, NEET exam is required, you already know. Apart from that, the placement exam is also required. So the student who would like to choose Debrecen as an option, I would also like to say compared to other European countries, Hungary is very affordable, even affordable than UAE to be honest. And compared to the Western European countries, as Hungary is in Central Europe, much more affordable. And when it comes to the student population, Seena, I would like to take 2 more minutes from your time. This is very important to tell. So, in our university, we have more than 30,000 students studying currently, out of which 7,600 are international students from 140 different nationalities. This itself proves that the Debrecen environment, the city's environment atmosphere is mostly similar to the background like Middle Eastern, specifically like UAE, because in UAE we find more than 200 nationalities. So it is similar. We find all the nationalities scattered around in the city of Debrecen, in the university. Also, being the largest university in the city, we have 363 buildings. So it is a very huge community of students. So without any fear, you can send your students there, as Hungary is the 14th safest country in the world currently as well. Okay, so I think I have covered most of the important information for today's session for University of Debrecen. If you have any questions at the end of the session, you are open to ask them. I am more than happy to help you with it. Thank you, Seena. So you can start going ahead with the rest of your universities.
Sure. Thank you so much, Shazna. This was very, very informative from your side. We really appreciate your time and information. I believe a lot of students have already got a very clear idea about Hungary, about University of Debrecen, affordability factor, the recognition factor, and the other points. Definitely, we'll have a Q&A round at the end, 10-15 minutes, in case anyone has any questions. Please feel free to write them on the chat window here. You can see on the screen, and we will try our best to answer and get back to your questions. Now, I would really request Ms. Hamda from University of Pécs to join us here. Hamda, are you there with us?
Yes, hello everyone. Hi, Seena.
Hello, Hamda. Thank you so much for joining, Hamda. So, yes, we have Ms. Hamda here who will be talking about another great university in Hungary, which is University of Pécs. So she'll be enlightening us on the important factors about University of Pécs and its medicine program. So, Hamda, over to you.
Thank you for having me today. So, first of all, the host is here. Could you please enable my video because there was an issue that you've disabled my video?
All right, sure. Well checked.
Yeah.
No worries.
Okay, no worries. So, since you already know about Hungary, University of Pécs is another university in Hungary. Now, it is the first and oldest university in Hungary. Because see, University of Pécs was first established later in the 1800s, even before university was started becoming a universities. Like one of the oldest universities in Europe to start medicine course as well. We have over 2 decades of experience in medicine, and we have one of the most impromptu faculty in the world for medicine education as well. Now, is somebody saying something?
No, sorry, Hamda, you can continue.
Okay, no worries. Now, we are a very well-known university for our medicine, dentistry, pharmacy, health sciences, dietetics, archaeology, as well as our humanities field. So most of our faculties are very well known all over Europe because of our very well-structured educational academics that we provide in the university. As the most established university in Europe, which was informed very early in Europe, we are a very well-known university for most of our faculties. Now, see, University of Pécs is another part where Debrecen is in the end of one area and Pécs is in the other end of Hungary. And it is one of the most important universities in Europe for providing complete structured medical education. We also have our own hospitals within the university campus where we provide complete educational structure from the second year onwards, where the students get complete hands-on training in the university hospital. So students start their small internships from the beginning, where like from the second year, from the fourth semester onwards, where students get very hands-on training to the small structures of like medicinal patients. So what happens is that students start like, studying all these medications and all these diseases and everything. They start with the smaller structures. Like they start as like an apprentice of professors, and then they go into the hospitals with a small structure in the second semester. Then they go into the fourth semester with hands-on training experience in the university hospital. Now we have various different faculties like medicine, health sciences, as well as a specific course, dietetics, which is like a very popular course in our university, which is also part of the health sciences because it also has disease care as well in the health like dietetics program. Because students like, searching abroad, they might be finding it very difficult to find the dietetics course as well. Now, our tuition fee is actually 16,750 per year, and we divide it into two different semesters to pay the tuition fee so that like it is easier for students to like pay the tuition fee as well. And first of all, we have the first semester fee as USD 9,000 and second semester as 7,750 US dollars. Now, our entrance exam fee is 250 US dollars and application fee is 200 US dollars. Registration fee is only for the students to like pay after they have gotten the acceptance letter. So initially, all they have to pay is 200 US dollars application fee. And we follow a complete structured planning for the application process. So all the payment details will be sent directly to the student without any difficulty, and everything will be done directly to the university to follow a very trustable structure. Now, about like, the subjects that is required for the medicine program as well as dentistry program in our university. So if students are doing like different kind of curriculums like A levels, or they may be doing IBs, APs, we even accept IBCP as well as the other one, which is like IB diplomas. The two categories of IB diplomas, we accept both of them, and we don't have any difficulty in accepting students with like a good score. So all we need is 50% or above in your high school degree if you have a relevant science subject. Like if you have 3 A-level subjects in science, like again, maths is included in science. And if you have like, 50% in your CBSE, IGCSE, or ICSE syllabuses, all of this we accept with just 50% in your previous years. And we have an entrance exam in our university in biology, chemistry, and medical English. It is going to be an exam completely conducted online, which the exam subjects, curriculums, everything will be provided to the students earlier itself, and you get all the support from our side for the exam as well. We have sample papers, we have particular materials called the topics of the, whatever comes in the exam. All the procedures will be completely provided to the students. Now, we also have particular subjects that is given, like, biology and chemistry. We have exams, which the link will be sent to the students earlier, like, 24 hours before the actual exam, so that, like, they can be well prepared and they get complete idea of what exactly is happening with the exam. Now, another important point, we do not require IELTS, TOEFL, Duolingo, or any other external certificate because our university, again, conducts an online interview with the faculty members directly speaking to the student via a Teams meeting so that the students have like, a very well idea on how they're going to start studying in the university. Because students might be worried on what faculty they are like meeting later on in the university. Like they might not be sure like where exactly am I going? What is my curriculum, or what exactly is the university about? Which is why we don't take an external certificate and we make sure that the students do meet the professors before they actually go to the university through an online meeting. And this online interview will be conducted so that students can get like, their academic knowledge evaluated, their English proficiency taken into consideration, as well as their complete motivation into starting to study at the University of Pécs. Now, the city where the university is located. So Pécs is actually not a very big city. It's not like, a very busy city where it is more of like a city where it is a comfortable structure. Now, we don't make the students like they comfortably study in the University of Pécs because they follow a very homely kind of structure. Because Pécs is a very like how do you say, it's a very small city where you can travel to like one place to the end of the city within like 20 to 30 minutes, because it is easier for students to like get to one place from the another, and most of the city's infrastructure is completely enclosed by the university's infrastructure. So which is why we tell the students like it is going to be more like how you study in like your home country, where you get completely acquainted with the locals, And all of the professors are like living around the campus, and it's easier for you to get anything even at the middle of the night. And like our community in the University of Pécs around like surroundings, a very friendly community where like they don't have any difficulty and like any issues with helping any international student in the city. So that is one of the most important points we tell students when like they say that they're interested in studying medicine abroad, because Pécs is a city where it is a very welcoming city for all of the international community. And the locals are also like not very high in community over there. And most of the community in the city in closing is completely of international students. Like I would say around 50 to 60% of the Pécs community is students studying in the University of Pécs, because from different countries they come and they settle down and build a life in the city of Pécs. Now, about the academic requirements, like I said earlier, we don't have particular requirements. We only need 50% or above in their high school if they have relevant science subjects. Again, if they have irrelevant science subjects, then like they have commerce, humanities, or maybe different backgrounds in like different curriculums. No worries. Again, it can still change your, like if you want to change your career prospect, then we still accept you with just 80% in your high school. Then CBSE results are out. I'm pretty sure most of the students are like quite worried on how exactly it's gonna work. And are they too late to like submit the application? How is it working? So don't worry at all, regardless of which curriculum you have done or regardless of what scores you've gotten. If you have 50% or above, then we are very welcome to accept you into the University of Pécs with just about like, an entrance exam in biology and chemistry and English in the medical aspect. Now, if like students have done their maybe they are like quite worried about the NEET exam as well. Like still now, NEET exam has been a very big difficult thing for the students. And once the NEET is completed, they are facing a lot of controversies now in India, and students might be very worried about it. Even if they're like an expatriate, they still have a quite worried because most of them do write NEET exam in UAE as well, and like many different MENA countries. So nothing to worry about that. We don't require NEET as a requirement in the University of Pécs to study. But then if you like, go back to India and practice in your own country, then you require NEET, because we are completely following the NMC guidelines as well as the UGC guidelines. And we are completely accredited like all over the world, like in Europe as well as all over the world. Because if a student needs to like, practice in UK, they do not need to write the PLAB exam if they do their, their medicine studies in University of Pécs, because the PLAB exam has a particular categories where we, our university of curriculum, completely follow it, because we are completely accredited by the GMC, the General Medical Council of the UK. Now, if a student like would like to go for USMLE after they complete the University of Pécs education and they want to work as a doctor, like follow up with residency in the US, then definitely we are providing USMLE coaching as well. We have a particular course called the Mania course, which is actually having the professors who have already completed their USMLE and like started working in US, but came back to Hungary just to like teach in the hospitals and like teach as a professor. We have very well experienced professors who specifically focus on USMLE, and it is also included inside the course of the university's fee structure. Now, students get hands-on training from the second year onwards, and they do not have to be worried if they would get an internship later on, because the internship is included in the studies of 6 years. So the last year, and then the sixth year of study will be an entire year of internship, because we follow like world guidelines of internship structure in the medicine study, so that students can like start writing the licensing exam right away after they complete their studies. And again, if the student is worried about Hungarian language, we do not have any particular difficulties like that, because everyone at the campus speaks English. The professors are teaching completely in English. There is no difficulty at all in that case. And if a student is like worried if they would be able to communicate with the patients, or maybe live in a city where it is completely a different language, then there is nothing to worry for that, because we don't have any language requirements. And plus, we do teach the students language of Hungarian. Hungarian is not a very difficult language to like learn, because see, you're living there for 6 years, so it won't be difficult at all. Also, we have a university module in your semesters, which is actually a compulsory module where students will learn basic like knowledge about the Hungarian language as well as medical terms, where we completely provide and we make the students equipped for starting their medicinal career in Hungary or to a different country if they would like to move so. Now, another thing that I don't think it is particularly necessary, because Hungarian students, like if a student needs to like start studying in Hungary, they have to get the Schengen visa because Hungary is a country in the Central Europe in the Schengen zone as well. Now, this Schengen visa again allows them to travel to 25 plus countries without any external visa, with just the same Schengen visa, with just having a train ticket or like flight ticket on their hand. This in turn increases their like employment opportunities as well as like moving for travel fellowship purpose. And also, Hungary provides 9-month post-study work visa for students, so they can stay back after their 6 years of study in medicine, and they can look for a job in the same hospital they did their internship, or maybe move to a different country if they wish to do so within the Schengen zone without any external charges. Because this 9 months covers their Schengen visa, and they can also travel to different countries, explore more options, and also get complete guidance from the university professors as well, because we have community clubs and various different communal activities where we provide complete support for the students to like get into different parts, where we have partnering hospitals all over the world, and students who perform really well in their internships will be getting admitted into all these partner university hospitals as well as public hospitals. Because we are a public university, we have a lot of tie-ups with a lot of public universities all over the world as well. Now, so I've already talked about the, particular recognitions, and University of Pécs is completely accredited by the WFME as well. We have QS World rankings in the top 800s in the worldwide. We also are completely WHO recognized as a World Health Organization. GMC UK, like I said earlier, students do not need PLAB exam. All they need to complete the Hungarian licensing exam, which is also in English. So again, Hungarian licensing exam is completely in English, and there is no language requirement for the Hungarian licensing exam. And with this Hungarian license, they can work all over Europe, as well as if they would like to go to their home country, they can go back, just get their own home country exam done, and start working as a particular general practitioner in their own country. Now, we are a very well-known university for our medicine. I hope you remember the University of Pécs, and we do accept that. I know you have a lot of doubts at the moment because I could not cover all the topics within like the 15 minutes that I was given. But please do ask me any questions that you have, and I will be well ready to answer all of your questions. Thank you, Seena, for having me.
Thank you so much, Hamda, for this quite elaborated experience of University of Pécs. I'm sure all the students and parents here have got a very good idea about Hungary and University of Pécs. Definitely, students, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat box, and we'll have a Q&A at the last 10 minutes, and we'll definitely get back to you. Now, quickly, what I'll do is I'll just speak about a few more universities in Hungary. So, guys, still University of Pécs is open for 2026 intake. So if you wish to apply, please do it soon, because application deadlines are very, very close for all these universities that we are talking about. Now, the next university I'll be quickly talking about is Semmelweis University in Hungary. Semmelweis University is also one of the top medical universities in Hungary and is located in Budapest, the capital city, and is internationally recognized in medicine, dentistry, and health science. Now you can choose Semmelweis as well, because it has also got a very great reputation in terms of medicine. The general medicine program is for 6 years. The tuition fees are around $21,000 per year. Subject requirements are pretty similar to what already we have spoken about in Debrecen and Pécs. And there is an online entrance exam followed by an interview. And entrance exam will be conducted online. Once you start your application, the exams will come online and we will help you to book them. Now, application exam fee for Semmelweis is around $400, which you will have to pay once you start the application. And then only we will be able to book your exam for the university. Academic requirements, as mentioned, there's no specific GPA or a percentage requirement. As long as you have a high school certificate, you have passed, of course, in all of your subjects, then definitely you can go for Semmelweis. However, yes, you need to make sure that you have to clear the entrance exam and interview of the university, which is again in biology and chemistry. Now, age requirement, students who will complete 18 years by 31st of December 2026 can be eligible to apply for September intake 2026. So if someone is under 18 right now, you can also apply if you're going to turn 18 by the December of 31st. So this is one of the age requirements for Semmelweis University only. Not all the universities have that requirement. Some universities, it's fine even if you're turning 18 by the next year. All right, so now I'll quickly also talk about the ranking and recognition. It's QS World Ranking around top 300 universities worldwide, one of the highest ranked universities in Hungary, WHO and GMC recognized, internationally accepted medical degree. And why students choose Semmelweis? It has a strong international reputation in medicine. It's located in Budapest, Hungary's capital city. That makes it a little unique. The advanced clinical trainings and research facilities are available, and high graduate employability is there. Large international student population. So students are internationally spread across. So if you're willing to apply for Semmelweis as well, UniEd.Ventures can definitely help you. Please let us know and we'll start your application as soon as possible, because May end is the deadline for Semmelweis. Now we'll talk about one more very good university, which is University of Szeged. University of Szeged, again, has a very good medicine program. It is also one of the highly ranked universities in Hungary. The duration, again, is 6 years medicine program. The tuition fee is relatively lower. It is 15,800 euro per year. So if you're looking at an affordability factor, then of course, Szeged is also a very, very good option for you. Subject requirement, again, you need to have biology, chemistry, because the entrance exam will be conducted mostly in biology, chemistry, followed by an interview. And students applying through the University of Szeged office may also choose physics instead of chemistry. If sometimes they don't have specific subject, they can also choose physics instead of chemistry for the exam. Now, quick highlights, one of the Hungary's top public universities. QS World Ranking is around top 600 worldwide. Again, it's WHO and GMC recognized medical degree, large international student community, affordable living cost, and modern student facilities. So hence, we cover all the 4 top ranked universities in Hungary. And I believe we already have got a good idea from Ms. Shazna and Ms. Hamda about Hungary, about the factors which are very, very unique in this particular destination, how these universities help students for the UK and US pathways, how the university degrees accredited and acclaimed throughout the world. So if you are looking for medicine in the Europe, Hungary can definitely be your top choice when it comes to affordability and when it comes to a good recognized degree. So yes, you can let us know and we will help you start application for the said universities. Now, again, the similar procedure, entrance exam is online. Application fee, entrance fees, 300 euro. Academic requirements, 3 A levels, grade 12th, American diploma, CBSE, federal, or any other curriculum. Now, before we move on to another university, which is in the Prague, Charles University, First Faculty of Medicine, what I would request you, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop in the chat box so that Ms. Hamda and Ms. Shazna can take your questions. And then we will move on to the next slides. So if anyone has any questions, I'll give you 2 minutes time. Please put them in the chat box and we'll take on your questions for Hungary. Specifically, if you have for Debrecen, you have for Semmelweis, you have for Pécs, please drop in so that we can take some questions and then move ahead. All right, I can see there are a few questions. So Shazna, Hamda, would you like to take questions now, or shall I quickly first complete the presentation and then we'll move on to the questions?
However, it is feasible for you, Seena, because I see some questions actually common questions as well. So it is not specifically for each university. So how do you want us to do it?
Okay, if you give me 10 more minutes, I will just quickly wrap up the entire presentation and then we can take the
No
questions.
problem. Sure.
All right, great.
No.
All right, so I will quickly jump on to the next great university, which is the Charles University First Faculty of Medicine. Now, Charles University for 26 is already closed because, yes, you need time for visa processing as well. And the application deadlines are already done for the international students, please note. However, those of you who are looking for 2027 intake, the applications will start from December. So please get in touch with us and we will keep you onboarded with us. And once the applications start, we will let you know, definitely. Now, why Charles First Faculty of Medicine? It is one of the oldest and the most prestigious medical faculties in Central Europe. It is located in Prague and is one of the highly respected for medicine, dentistry, and healthcare education. The tuition fee for medicine is 24,250 euro and dentistry is similar. Subject requirement, again, biophysics, chemistry. There's an entrance exam, mostly conducted in biology and chemistry and general science, followed by a second round, which is the multi-mini interview. Now, the application and exam fee is around 285 euro, entrance fee 350 euro, and academic requirements are pretty similar. You can have 3 A levels. It could be 2 from the core subjects like bio, chemistry, or physics, or if you have grade 12 American diploma. So guys, mostly European universities have same requirement when it comes to academic requirements. Age restrictions, there are no age restrictions. If you're under 18, you can submit a power of attorney as well and continue with your application and the visa process if you are looking for the intake that you are going to go. Now, I'll just quickly go on the rankings. Charles is ranked in the QS around 250 in the world. It is 1% of the best medical universities in terms of clinicals. It is one of the highly ranked universities globally in Europe. It's WHO, again, the recognitions, they have all the recognitions, WHO, GMC, internationally accepted medical degree. Why students choose Charles? It has strong global reputation in medicine, high quality European medical education, excellent training, clinical training and research opportunities, located in Prague, one of Europe's top student cities, largest international student communities. So that makes it a little special about Charles' First Faculty of Medicine. Now, we can give you some more options for 2026 intake, which is University of Nicosia, which is in Cyprus. It's a private university. However, it is one of a very, very unique and a good universities in terms of reputation, credibility, accreditation. The University of Nicosia is leading in Cyprus and is known for its English taught medicine program. They are specifically for medicine program. The tuition fee is 24,000 euro per year. And there's a graduate entry for medicine as well, which is for 5 years, 24,000 euro. Academic requirements now for Nicosia, you are exempted from the exam if you have the high school qualifications of 80% with biology plus science subjects. So basically, they only have an interview, but you have to have the specific percentage in order to be qualified for their interview. Similarly, for A levels, you need to have a minimum of 3 A levels with A, B, B. With IB, it should be 32 overall. And for bachelor's degree plus MCAT, GAMSAT is required. They also have a requirement of English language, which is IELTS, should be 6.5 or 7, depending, or TOEFL score as well. This university does need you to have IELTS. Academic requirements are similar. You have to have 3 A levels, and we already discussed. Entrance exam, as I mentioned, there is no exam. Interview is separately, which is a very personalized interview, MMI kind of an interview. And application entrance fee is 60 euro. So if you are looking for a university for your 2026 intake, definitely Nicosia could be also one of your good top choices. No age requirements. QS World ranking of the university is around 500. One of the leading universities, as we discussed in Cyprus, WHO recognized, internationally accepted medical degree, English medium education for the students. Now, why students choose Nicosia? Because of the entrance exam. They are exempted if they meet the requirements, of course, they are exempted. And they have a strong international reputation, modern medical facilities, English taught MD programs, large international student communities, safe European study destination. Now you need to know Nicosia is in the main Cyprus, not in the Turkish side, or it is in the main Cyprus city. So again, we will quickly jump on to one of the very good universities now towards the western side. In the western side, we have Germany, wherein we have only a private university, which is UMCH, which is actually a Romanian university having a branch campus in Hamburg, Germany. Now, what makes UMCH unique is they have 6 years medicine program in English. So, for example, if you're looking for Germany as a study destination for medicine, it is very difficult because for medicine, firstly, you need to have German language. Secondly, you need to do a pre-med foundation in Germany. Without this, you cannot get into a medicine degree. Hence, what makes it easy UMCH gives you a chance wherein you can come without knowing the German language and you can directly enter the first year. However, you have to learn German language, which the university definitely helps you with. You have to have at least B1 level by the time you are in your third year when you start your clinical rotations. Now, UMCH has a tie-up with 30 hospitals, which are also called as teaching hospitals in Germany, wherein you can start your clinicals early on from second, third year. So if you're looking for a country wherein you can probably settle down or where you can find a job easily after 6 years, you can learn the language, adapt the language, definitely UMCH is a top choice for students looking for that kind of edge for education. Now, the tuition fee is a little higher when you compare it to the eastern side of Europe. Per semester, it's 17,400 euro for the Hamburg campus. And if you want to transfer to their Romanian branch, which you can do in third year, the tuition fee goes lower, which is 3,000 euro per semester. However, if you're looking for Germany, then of course you should do your all 6 years in Germany, because the main reason for getting into Germany is doing the clinical rotations in German hospitals. Hence, yearly tuition fee for Germany becomes 34,000 euro per year. And apart from that, living cost would be additional of 10 to 12,000 euro per year. However, UMCH, we have got a very good feedback from the students in terms of their clinical rotations. State exam is exempted after 6 years, so students can directly get into their residency. They can get jobs easily in Germany. There's a shortage of doctors in Germany, so students get into jobs very easily. And medicine and medical equipments are very, very much in advance in Germany. So yes, if you're looking for a long-term career pathway in a country where you can settle down, learn the language, adapt to the medical fraternity, definitely I would suggest you to go for UMCH. Now, subject requirements, again, the similar subject requirements, the entrance exam is being conducted online. Once you start application with us, we will also help you with an application fee waiver code, which is valid for this year. If you're looking for 2026 intake, we have few voucher codes left for our students, which is 595 euro, the application entrance fee. So if you're interested, let us know. We'll start your application, book your online exam, which will be in biochemistry, followed by an in-person interview. Once you get selected, definitely we'll help you with the steps forward with your visa, accommodation, and other steps. As I mentioned, application entrance fee is 595 euro, but if you're starting application with us anytime soon, we will help you with the application fee waiver. Academic requirements are pretty much similar. You need to have biochem as 2A levels or American or any other high school diploma. There is no age limit. Even if you are under 18, you can apply. Visa also has no issues unless and until, of course, your parents, legal guardians support it with the declaration and affidavit. So that was about UMCH. UMCH campus ranking is amongst the Romanian's top medical universities. Yes, it is in the Hamburg, Germany, their branch campus, which we are talking about. Students' reviews have been amazing about UMCH, as we have already discussed. And why students choose UMCH? Because the study is basically in English. They don't have to learn German in the beginning. However, eventually they will have to learn German language. International clinical exposure, modern campus facility, no German language required, strong international student community. So this was about UMCH. Now I would hand over this presentation to Zakia, who would quickly take you through St. Camillus. Zakia, are you there with us?
Hi, Seena. Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Yes. So Zakia,
hi, everyone. Good evening.
Quickly take it.
So let's quickly go over St. Camillus or UniCamillus in Italy. It is a private university located in Rome, Italy, which is established in 2017. And the university focuses exclusively on medicine and health sciences, and it is especially popular among international students. So the tuition fee for medicine program in UniCamillus is 21,000 euro per year with additional living expenses. And there will be entrance exam and interview. Sorry about that. There will be entrance exam and interview for the students to clear based on their performance in exam. They will be accepted. And there's an application fee of 50 euro for non-European Union students. And for European Union students, 180 euro is the application fee. And academic requirements is 3 subjects in A levels or grade 12 or in grade 12 in all the other curriculums like American or CBSE or federal and all other curriculums. And the one specific requirement for unicamerals in Italy is that the student must be 18-year-old when the class starts in September. If the student is under 18 during by September of the intake, by the time of the intake, then you will have to arrange a local legal guardian in Italy till the student turns 18. Could you move to the next slide, please, Seena? Thank you. So the uni rank world ranking in 2026, it is 6,188 worldwide, and in Italy country rank it is 84. And students commonly mention supportive international environment, modern infrastructure, good opportunities for international students, and some online discussions note that the university is relatively new and still building its global reputation compared to older Italian medical universities. But why students choose unicamerals? Because studying medicine in Italy in English and international student-friendly environment, modern campus and facilities, clinical exposure in Italian hospitals, and WHO and WDOMS recognition. So in order to apply to unicamerals in Italy, please reach out to us. We will, they are still open to apply for 2026 intake. So we can assist you ahead with applying to unicamerals in Italy in Rome campus. Now, next we have University of Warmia and Mazuri in Poland. It's a public university and it is located in Poland. It is one of the recognized universities offering English taught MD or medicine program for international students. They have a tuition fee of 15,000 euro, which is somewhat around 56,000 dirhams per year with additional living expense. And they also have an entrance exam in the field of medical terminology from biology, and the choice of chemistry or physics will be the subjects. And academic requirements, admission requirements. The entrance exams are conducted mostly in March, April. They are still open to apply for 2026 intake. So we can still apply and get a date for the exam. The exam dates will be available, like once you apply, you will be getting a date. It is same for unicamerals as well. When you apply to the university, you get a date for the exam. And entrance exam fee for Vamia and Mazuri is 1,950 dirhams. And 3 A levels are required and no minimum requirement of age limit. Like any age students, like even if they are under 18, they can apply. Coming to the recognition part, Vamia and Mazuri is WHO recognized, WDOMS listed, and internationally accepted medical degree. And in ranking, QS World Ranking, it is among top 1,000 worldwide and ranked among the recognized medical faculties in Poland. And why students choose Vamia and Mazuri? It is affordable tuition and living costs, English medium medical education, safe and peaceful student city, growing international student community, and good option for students seeking European medical education. So in order to apply for Vamia and Mazuri and also unicamerals, we here at UniEd can assist you ahead further. Kindly leave your email ID and contact details in chat box. We will reach out to you and assist you further. Now I hand over to Ms. Shirin to brief you on Lithuanian University of Health Science in Lithuania. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Zakia, for your time today. We really appreciate. Now, I'll just quickly brief about LSMU, which is Lithuania University of Health Science Kaunas. So guys, Lithuania University is also one of the very leading medical universities in Lithuania. It is also one of the Schengen countries, well known for medicine, dentistry, and veterinary sciences. Program and tuition fee is quite affordable. For the first 4 years, it's 12,800 euro. For the last 2 years, 13,300 euro. Subject requirements are pretty much similar. IELTS is required and there will be an interview. Bio and Chem will be the entrance exam. Conducted in exam details, online entrance. Once we submit your application, we'll get the dates and we'll help you. Application and exam fee, you'll have to pay once you start your application, €150, and registration fee later on, €250. Now, again, Lithuania is also ranked amongst the top universities worldwide. Its ranking is around 1,000 worldwide. And in terms of medicine and healthcare, it's 600 worldwide, 600 to 800, ranked amongst the top medical universities in Lithuania. WHO recognized, WDOMS listed, degree recognized across Europe and international communities. Now, why students choose LSEMU? Because of the affordability factor, of course, and strong clinical exposure, international student environment, English taught program, and modern laboratories and healthcare facilities. Now we have a very good university, which is the last university for today, which you can still apply, St. George's University in Caribbean. However, students, if you're looking for a UK and a US-centric point of view, this university is for you because St. George has a 5-year medical program, 5-year MD track, wherein they give you a flexible option wherein you can do the first 2 years in UK, third year compulsorily in Granada, and the last 2 years of clinical rotations, you can choose whether to do in US or UK. That's up to you. Now, what makes St. George University unique is that they have 92% success rate of passing of USMLE Step 1 and Step 2, which are the licensing exams for US. So a lot of doctors in US are from St. George's University because of their reputed and recognized medical program. Now, they have intakes in Jan, August, and September. The program and tuition fee is 5-year MD track, which is $350,000. Yes, it is pretty much little elevated than rest of the European countries because of the fact it gives you this combination where you can do 2 years in UK and clinicals, and the last 2 years either in US or UK. There's no entrance exam. Actually, it depends upon your requirements, as there is an interview, which is a personalized interview. And subjects requirement is, again, biochemistry, the main required subjects, along with your third A level. IELTS is required 7 band overall. And application exam fee, there is no application exam fee. Academic requirements, as I mentioned, 3 A levels with bio or chemistry, IB 32 points, CBSE 80%. However, if your percentage is lower as well, you can definitely send us the documents. We will evaluate it with the university if they accept your application or not. And then further, we will help you block the interview with the university. So that's about St. George's University. In case you are interested for a US pathway, then definitely this university is for you. So that's all about our presentation today. Now we'll move on quickly to Q&A. So Zakia, could you check the Q&A and we can move on quickly and read them?
Yeah, sure. So we have our first question. How difficult is the curriculum of medicine in the University of Debrecen?
Okay, I think that question is for me, obviously, University of Debrecen. So how difficult in the sense if you are asking about the curriculum? So first of all, let me tell you, in Hungary, not only in Hungary, in whole Europe, the curriculum which is followed for the medicine program is the Bologna curriculum, which means it is the same syllabus. Okay, so when it comes to the difficulty, if you are saying that how the syllabus is formed or anything, there's no change or uniqueness in. Sorry, but there is one. I think I was in mute all the time when I was talking.
No, that was by mistake in between. It was
so it's okay.
Sorry. Please carry on.
No problem. Thank you so much. So if you're asking about the difficulty, let me tell you one benefit in University of Debrecen. Let's say in most of the universities in Hungary, let's say, God forbid, the student fails one subject in the first semester, for example. Then they are given one retake option. In case if they fail in that retake option, you can say bye-bye to the university and go home. But when it comes to the University of Debrecen, a student gets 3 times to retake one failed subject before moving into the second one. But they also allow the student to continue with their second semester even before giving the past subject. But student has to make sure that they give the past subject within the next consecutive semester, and they can continue. So even though it is difficult, medicine program is not an easy program. Even though it is difficult, the professors are a bit flexible with the students, So yeah, you get free retake options. I think it helped you with the question. Yes. Is there any specific questions for me, Zakia? Can you tell me if there
Next,
are?
I will go, it is in the chat. So the next
Okay.
question is what all countries we offer and for entrance exam for universities in Europe. And as an MOE student, what do you recommend? We can connect. Please leave your email ID and contact details. We will connect with you post webinar, and our senior consultant can have a one-on-one session with you and assist you with all the details and further assistance to apply to Europe and all our available universities.
Of
And
course.
next question, any language proficiency requirement in Hungarian? I think that was answered earlier. The students will be Shazna or Hamda, please.
Okay, so I
Can
think
you?
she's asking the requirement, language requirement. In order to start the university studies, no, you don't need any proficiency in Hungarian language at all, because the university supports the student to study Hungarian at the university. So I think it is same with Pécs, right, Hamda?
Yeah, it's the same with Pécs. They don't need any language requirement.
Yes.
What about internship included in the six years program? Yes, it is included in the 6-year program. And what is the licensing requirement in Hungary? You will have to clear the local language. Please correct me or add if anything else is required, Shazna and Hamda.
And no, they
Uh,
actually entrance exam is completely in English. They don't need Hungarian language, and this license is valid for them all over Europe. And even like they can practice in UK with the same license because they don't need to write the PLAB exam so long as the UK MLA is introduced. Because once the UK MLA is introduced, then even the students who study in UK for medicine, even they have to write it. So if for now, when you say like, licensing exam in Hungary, we don't need Hungarian language. It is completely in English and they can work in Hungary after they complete their studies all over Europe as well.
I see. Okay. I hope that question was answered. And now, what is the deadline to apply? Deadline to most universities are in the end of May and first week of June. Some universities have already closed for application. So we would request you to let us know at the earliest to proceed with the application.
I
Now,
would
is
like
there
to
any
make a
language?
small correction to that
Yes,
because
please.
University of Pécs is open until June 30th. So if you want to like explore your options and like, be ready and prepared for your entrance exam and everything, you still have time. But again, even though our applications close at June 30th, I would recommend that you start as early as possible so that you do not lose your spot. Because you see, everyone is running around for admissions for medicine because of a lot of like, issues going on in the world for different licensing exams and like different entry requirements as well. Which is why I would always recommend go for it as the earliest as possible whenever you're like fresh out of your grade 12, so that you have a well-versed like subject curriculum in your mind as well as you're very ready to start your medicine career without losing another year. So go ahead and start applying through UniEd.Ventures, and all of us are always here to help you.
Thank you so much, Hamda.
Thank you,
Yes,
Hamda.
I
Thank
would
you for
also
that
like to
info.
add on that, yes, please apply as soon as possible because as per our experience as well, students, who always keep at the late minute have to face a lot of issue with their visas, documentations, and they are always, in a hurry. So it's always advisable to apply early, but now it's not early. I think it's like the time when you should actually take a call if you are looking for Europe medicine, because you'll have to go through these entrance exams. Once you get the offer letter, then you'll have to go through the visa processing. You'll have to arrange the documents, which would take around a month's time. And we are talking about, if you're looking at 2026, we are talking about September, which is not very far. So that's the reason why we suggest you to please apply. When it comes to application deadlines, please get in touch with us because each university has a specific date. However, as Zakia mentioned, most of them are towards the May end and some of them are also in June. So yes, definitely you can keep your options open, but try to decide as soon as possible. And if you have any confusions, we can have a one-to-one session and discuss in detail and guide you on which universities, you are open and you should apply. So I'll take it from here, Zakia. Let me check the other questions. Is there any language requirement for the universities? I think this is already clarified. I'm right?
Yes, no
All
language requirement at all.
All right. Now, Sana has one more question, sorry. Do students need to pass Hungarian language during the course of medicine study? I think, Hamda, this was also cleared.
Yes, that was good. You don't need to carry the Hungarian exam. Only that, see, university provides their own course, like a crash course, as well as like a module within the university's academic structure, so that you have a better idea and it is easier for you to communicate with the like patients in the hospitals. Not because it is a mandatory requirement, like to write a licensing exam after the course is done. But don't worry about that. You're well and good with just English.
Perfect. Do any of universities have living accommodations on campus?
Yes,
Yes.
University of Pécs makes sure that students in the first year gets admitted into dorms so that they don't face any difficulties when they're in a new country. Because we have like a various different parts of the dorms where specifically for medicine students as well as like dentistry students and health sciences students, we particularly divide dorms into different parts in a way that students don't get disturbed when they're studies, as well as we have particular dorms which is like specifically designed for first year students so that they don't have any issues when they come land in Hungary. I
Perfect.
believe other universities also do have it.
Yes, absolutely. I was about to say that, Hamda. In fact, Debrecen, Semmelweis, all these universities have on-campus dormitories, which of course you have to book. It's like first come, first served. Dormitories get filled up very quickly because a lot of students in the first year look for on-campus accommodations to be more familiarized with the university. So if you're really looking for on-campus accommodations, I would really suggest you please start your application and get on the university. Start looking for on-campus dormitories because they get filled very quickly as per our experience. All right. So moving quickly because we've already crossed the time. And guys, if in case we're not able to take all the questions, what I really suggest and what I really request is please take a screenshot of our contact details. This page, which is on the screen, you all can see, and get in touch with us through WhatsApp. We'll make sure to get back to you with all your queries and answers. And in case you want to have a one-to-one session with Ms. Shazna or Ms. Hamda related to the university, we'll be more than happy to arrange that as well. Course duration for Semmelweis, again, just to let you know, for all the universities in the Europe, the medicine program is for 6 years. So it is very similar. Is it recognized by India? Mr. Ravi, it has already been covered. Yes, all these universities are recognized in India, NMC approved. So Shazna, do you want to talk more about this Indian approval thing?
No, actually, there's nothing to be addressed more because even all the universities which you have mentioned here is India approved universities, except for the requirement which is NEET. NEET is not the university's requirement, but that is the Indian government requirement. So, of course, the student must have NEET if they want to practice back in India. Otherwise, the degree is recognized and accredited in India as well.
Thank you so much, Shazna. Any foundation or pre-medical course, Shazna? I think you can talk about this pre-medical course which students can apply for.
Okay, so when it comes to University of Debrecen, first of all, let me know that like when the student takes the entrance exam, there can be 3 outcomes. Now, University of Debrecen entrance exam is not an easy exam; it is a tough exam. If the student overall scores more than 80% in both the written and oral parts, they get into the first year of the medical program and they will start the degree program in the month of September and they will continue the program up to 6 years. But if the student is resulting, let's say 65 to 80% in their exam, then they have to start the program with the foundation, which is the basic medicine course as per the university, and which will add 1 extra year to the 6 years. In fact, it will make 7 years program. But if the student is thinking that maybe I need a proper foundation before starting the medical degree program, of course, in that case, you can directly apply for the foundation, which is the basic medicine course 1, which starts in September and would run for 2 semesters, and you can continue with the medical degree program in the month of September in 2027. So if you are willing to apply to this program, even now the applications are open until 15th June. Now this specific program is different. It is not the same as the medicine degree program's tuition fee. The tuition fee is $7,500. If you need any extra information, you can let us know later on. I think Seena can help you with it.
Surely. Sorry for taking more time of you, Shazna. In case you guys are getting
No
late
problem.
or anything, you can definitely, continue your work and we'll take on the questions. And in case, you can give 4 minutes more, I'll just quickly take on some more questions. All right. Is IELTS required for Hungary? No, it's not, guys. It's already covered. Living cost is already covered. Please look into the presentation. We will send you the recording if you have missed on this. If the student hasn't turned 18 by 31st, will the application be still accepted? Okay, now Amit, it depends upon university to the university. Some universities do not need you to be 18 by 31st. You can still apply. Like Pécs doesn't have any of that requirement, but university like Semmelweis has that requirement. However, in case of Debrecen, Shazna, correct me if I'm not wrong, if you are turning 18 by the next year of May, you are still accepted for the
Correct.
application as long as you
Yes.
perform exceptionally good in the entrance exam. So Shazna, if you want to add on, please do.
Okay, so if the student is turning 18 by 31st May, then of course you can apply for the direct medicine program. Otherwise, if you are turning 18 after 31st May in 2027, yes, in that case, you can apply for the foundation.
All right, great. Thank you, Shazna. University of Charles, subject requiring all three, physics, chem, bio is compulsory, or only bio and chem with physics, maths? So Sana, for University of Charles, they don't have any specific requirements. However, they recommend you to have biochemistry because you have to give the entrance exam in biochemistry. So unless you don't have biochemistry, it will be very difficult for you to pass. Your third subject could be math, physics, anything. That's not a problem. However, they recommend you to have at least bio and chemistry. All right, which universities offer scholarship for international students? So as much as I know, your universities in Europe do not offer much of scholarships, but yes, there are few scholarships. For example, in University of Debrecen, which depends upon your nationality. There is also Stipendium Hungarian Scholarship, which is a very different government scholarship, which we will definitely let you know if you get in touch with us. UMCH fees is very costly. I agree with you, Ravi. However, UMCH Germany gives you an advantage to study and work in Germany. And Germany is an expensive city. We all agree on that. So if you're looking an affordable option, then go for Hungary. Can you please share this recording? Surely we will share this recording with you all. Please leave your email IDs in the chat box so that, we have the details, and we will definitely tomorrow make sure early we share this presentation with you, and you can have more of knowledge. All right, now I think there are not many questions. There are the university take entrance exam online. Yes, Noreen, universities mostly take online. However, Debrecen for UAE-based students take offline, which is a physical exam. Just note on that. However, for other GCC regions, they have online. So if you're from anywhere from UAE, then yes, they have a physical exam. Okay. So the counseling session or any kind of services, guys, please get in touch with us 101. It depends upon what kind of services you need, and then we will accordingly help you. Any universities in Austria you can help? I'm sorry, currently we do not have anything in Austria for medicine. Whichever universities we have, we already talked about them today, and whichever are open as well, we already spoke about it. Please get in touch with us 101, and Noreen will definitely guide you. Is IELTS required for all universities? No, IELTS is not required for all universities, only for some universities like St. George's and Nicosia. Other than them, most of the European universities do not require IELTS if you have already done in English language your high school. Is the license is valid to all Schengen countries? I'm not able to get this question. Shazna, are you able to get this question? Is the license
Yeah,
valid?
I think I understand the question. Now I will cover it for you as well, Seena. So if any university is located in Europe, whichever the university is included here, including Hungary, and I think Seena did one in Czech Republic and also in Poland. These universities, I'm sure that all these licensing exams, see, the licensing exam is not actually unique to the university, it is for the country. Okay, so including University of Pécs and University of Debrecen and Semmelweis. These three universities will take the same licensing exam. The student should take the same licensing exam, which is actually valid all over Europe. And when it comes to Poland and also Czech Republic, whatever the licensing exams that you take after your studies in these particular countries as well, these licensing exams are also accredited all over Europe. So anywhere in Europe, you can practice as a doctor after completing your medical degree program.
Great, great. But Shazna, these licensing exam have to be written in the local language. Am I right or not?
No, in English. I'm not sure about the other countries, but in Hungary it is in English for international students.
Oh, great. So they can write in English language after 6 years and get a license in Hungary, and they can practice.
Correct.
Perfect. And with this license, they can practice anywhere across Europe as well, right?
Yeah, correct.
All right, great. Thank you for enlightening us on that point. So we'll go ahead, since you mentioned deadline till May and June, but my boys' results will come in August. No problem, Noreen. Results right now, you don't have to submit. Results is to be submitted during the time of enrollment. So right now, if you have anything related to 12th class, maybe predicted scores or even the roll number card, you can send it to us and definitely we'll help you start the application. Your boys can write the exam, pass the exam, get the offer letter, start the visa process. And once they get in August their final high school diploma, you can submit it to the university during the September month for the enrollment. So that's not required at this stage. But yes, they need to have when they go for the enrollment in September, their high school certificate. That is very much mandatory. What are the expenses? We have already covered it, Noreen. Will you assist for loan? I'm sorry, Amit, we don't do that. They need A2 results and it will come in August. We have already covered that. I have heard passing rate is very less. If any one subject fail, they need to write all the subjects again next year. Is it true? So I believe Shazna can answer that better. Shazna, passing rate, is it very low in Debrecen?
No, in Debrecen, the passing grade is not very low. The reason is that in the entrance exam itself, we first see the knowledge of the student. If the student is not that knowledgeable, then we offer the foundation directly. Now, the student who passes the foundation, they have more chances in passing more subjects in the upcoming semesters as well. So, compared to, I will not name the universities, but compared to the other universities in Hungary, the passing rate is not low in University of Debrecen. It's much more better. And of course, I'm telling again, the student do not need to repeat all the subjects. No, if the student, let's say for example, they fail in one module, they need to repeat only that particular module in the before moving to the next semester. Even if they would like to move ahead to the next semester without giving the pass in the very first semester, that's even up to them. That's even flexible with the university. It's not true. Okay.
All right, Shazna.
I think
Yeah.
Hamda, do you need to add anything for you? For
For
Pécs,
Pécs,
in that case?
actually, I would say there is more than 70% success rate when it comes to the online exam because it is completely conducted online and was completed at, like, in biology and chemistry and English. So it won't be very difficult for students actually because we provide with all of the materials. Again, it's like most universities do. We do also provide the materials and all the particular necessary requirements they need for the exam. So, and passing rate is 70 out of 100% in our university. So mostly it's like in all of the Europe, I would say we have one of the highest success rates into the university.
Perfect. So Hamda, could you also talk about any scholarship for Pécs or maybe Stipendium Hungarian scholarship?
Yes, we do have Stipendium Hungarian Scholarship, which is actually a scholarship program provided by the Hungarian government, and it is a fully funded program. The only catch that the STAR scholarship program has that it is a particular deadline, and it starts every year from November 15 to January 15. So for this September intake, unfortunately, the quota is filled and like the deadline is over. So if students want to like start as a fee-paying student at the beginning and they want to apply for the scholarship later on, they can still apply from the second year onwards. And if they have a very good profile and they score like 90+% in their like in the first year of university, and they will be able to acquire this fully funded program, which covers the tuition fee, the living expenses, stipend as well. So if you have a very good profile in your grade 12, then I would suggest you go ahead, start the university in the first year, don't lose a year. And then from the second year onwards, you can apply for the first year scholarship, for the Stipendium Hungarian scholarship from the second year onwards. And this will help you a lot as well.
Great. Thank you so much, Hamda. And does University of Pécs and Debrecen have their own hospitals? This is the last question that we'll take for today.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Great. Thank you so much. So guys, I think we are already 20 minutes on over the time. So we would just now stop the presentation because I'm sure Ms. Shazna and Ms. Hamda have to get back to their work and we are taking more of their time. So please contact us. Our details are here and definitely we'll get in touch with you. We'll make sure to do a one-to-one call as well with you, a consultation call as well with you. Our first consultation call is free. Please have a chat with our team members. Ms. Zakia, Ms. Amina are there. You can revert us back through email or WhatsApp, and we'll make sure to have a one-to-one call with you. I'm sorry, I had to keep this presentation short and run it very quickly. I'm sure students will have more questions and more doubts, which we will surely, address with them in the one-to-one session. So Ms. Hamda and Shazna, thank you so much once again, guys. Your support is really appreciated. And we really thank you for your time. And we are really sorry for exceeding it 20 minutes. Please have a lovely day, and we'll keep you posted if students are interested in applying for, I think, 2026. Shazna, University of Debrecen seats are already filled up. So now the students can apply for 2027. I believe September is the right time to apply for the next year, right, Ms. Shazna?
Not September. I would say we can start taking applications by the end of September, but the registration will start actually from October, because we will focus on January intake first, and then start the September 2027 intake. Yes.
Perfect. So in case students have missed on the September intake, they can apply for the BMC, which is the pre-med for Debrecen. And
exactly.
if they miss that as well, they can apply for the Jan pre-med as well, which will land them eventually to the 2027 intake. Great.
Exactly. And for the underage students who have not turned 18,
yes,
within May 31st, 2009, these students can apply.
Definitely. But definitely we have a scope here with the University of Pécs for 2026 intake. So guys, please quickly make up your mind, get in touch, and we'll help you apply for University of Pécs, which is equally very, very good university in terms of students' feedback. Our students have given an amazing feedback for Pécs and Debrecen.
And also, Seena, sorry to cut you in between. I would like to tell one more thing. For the student based in UAE, you can actually choose universities for Hungary. Reason the visa success rate is 100% for Hungary. So I would like to add that point as well.
Yes, absolutely. Visa success rate for Hungary is higher if you compare it with other destinations. So definitely, students, that is one of the very important factors, because, if you work so hard, qualify exam, and then visa comes an issue, it's a problem. So thank you so much once again. Thank you, Zakia, Amina, for your support today. If we have missed on any questions, I'm really sorry, guys. We are running out of time, but we have noted down your questions, and we will surely send the presentation recording to you over the email shortly. And if you have missed on answering your question, please send us over the email and we'll answer. All right, guys, have a lovely day, lovely weekend. Thank you once again.
Thank you for having us. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, you can leave your email IDs in the chat box if you have missed on that. Students, parents, we will definitely send you the details. Looking forward to meet you and looking forward to help you ahead. We will be more than glad to help you ahead with all the steps related to the university admission for medicine. And we assure you to give a very streamlined approach right from the start till you land to the university. We'll make sure to handhold you at every step, and especially towards the visa part, because the visa parts are the tricky parts wherein you need assistance related to what all forms you need to keep, what all checklists has to be done. So we have a specialized visa team here who will check all your documents, verify them, and then help you, with your appointments and help you guide through the visa process. So thank you once again. I'm signing off. This is Seena, Senior Consultant and CEO for UniEd.Ventures. And we look forward to meeting you all, and we look forward to helping you all. Definitely, we will send you the full recording of this webinar. If you have input your email ID in the chat, we will definitely do that. Have a lovely day. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.
Just a minute,